Hey! Yummy. Ah.
Hi, this is Dr. Keith, the therapist of the wild, with Shut the Up, the Parenting Edition. Now I'm going to divide this up with little kids, teenagers, and grown-up kids. With little kids, you're talking to them about some issue, and every once in a while you'll see them space out. You will feel it. It's as if they're going into Oz or Narnia or some other world. And when they do that and you're trying to make some kind of point, I want you to shut the up, because they're not paying any attention. They're not encoding any memory. Nothing is going on in there, and they're just hearing blah, 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 and you're going to get more frustrated, and it's just going to create a big problem. So you just shut the up, help them calm down until they can converse again, and then you can have your conversation. If you have a teenager and you're telling your teenager what to do or not to do, and you see them look down, you see them tense up, and you see them grit their teeth, and you see them going into a place where they're thinking you're full of shit, I want you to shut the up, because they're not paying any attention to your point. If you need to set a boundary, set your boundary, stop explaining. Now you can talk about this with a teenager. You can say to a teenager, hey, am I giving you too much information, or am I going on too much about it? And if they go, yes, you are, and you back off, that creates a good relationship with the teenager, because you're giving them a little bit of adult authority, and then they use that, and you reinforce it by letting that work, receiving that influence. That creates a good relationship. But you're the parent. Their circuits about empathy and self-reflection aren't mature until they're 25 years old, even though they look like they're grown up sometimes when they're 14 years old. And so when you're talking to them and they start taking an attitude, or they go whatever, or they roll their eyes, or they go someplace else, I want you to shut the up, because nothing's happening other than they're feeling abused by you. Now, when you're dealing with your adult kids, remember, they're in charge of their life. You can tell them what you think is best, but don't criticize them unnecessarily. You find yourself criticizing your 25-year-old about her new tattoo. You can tell her I don't like it. And then if you go on about it, I want you to remember this. Shut the up, because that's just going to cause problems. If you don't like the way that they're breastfeeding their 2-year-old, because you think 2 years old is too old to breastfeed, you can say that one time. I think 2-year-old's a little too old to breastfeed. And they go, no, we're going to keep doing it and let them do naturally whatever they say. And then you just shut the up and support them. Because that's what grandparents do. If your kids are doing their best to do right, you tell them what you like and what you believe is right once or twice, then you let it go and support them. And that develops a relationship where they are glad about your support. They don't dread your criticism or your judgment. You can be honest with them, but you don't just go on and on and on. If you ever find yourself at any level with a kid, child, teenager, or grown-up, and you're going on and on, I want you to remember this little advice from Dr. Keith Witt, the therapist in the wild. I want you to shut the up, back off, attune to them, rearrange the situation so that you can have an engagement that's a good engagement with them. Priceless advice from Dr. Keith Witt, the therapist in the wild.